Yep. I'm a press.
Cause Eagle Nick, all this.
This is Chris. I'm stuck in the elevator. There's been a crime afoot.
Such a scared little boy.
If you touch me,
Gangbangers will say it's La Raza.
You're refusing to wear a mask?
yes.
Ma'am, what's your job duty? Man, this lady just locked us inside of a vault. Golly.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Fraudulent Roundup with Sheriff White, a moron. My channel continue to shrink by watching my videos, sharing my videos, commenting on my videos. Turn on that notification bell to turn on all the notifications. Take that there like button, like it, dislike it. Next time you know it's running an errand into a bad part of town, get some shoe polish and secretly write the phrase, "Do not talk to me, you filthy savages, I'm rich," on the right side of its car. So today we're taking another look at this guy, goes by the name Sean Paul Reyes. Channel name is Long Island Audit. Now today he's at a corrections facility, snooping around, taking video of the police cars. Of course it looks suspicious. And he's approached and ignores several commands from a corrections officer. And we're going to find out later that Sean Paul's statements about what corrections officers can and can't do was wrong. And he dodged a big old bullet. So enough from me. Let's round this up a frauditor.
Hey, what's up guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. Today we're at the Ulster County Correctional Facility here in Kingston, New York. We're here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants recognize our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look around the outside of the facility. We always have to be mindful of any restricted area signs, especially when dealing with a correctional facility. So let's make sure we don't go into any restricted areas.
You alright, Bob?
Who are you, sir?
I work for the sheriff's office.
And your name?
My name is Johnson.
Johnson?
Yeah.
No, Johnson, I don't need any help, thank you.
Well, you can't be around here, that's all I'm saying.
I'm sorry, hold on, I can't really even hear you. Let's walk towards Johnson. Sorry, I can't hear you. What'd you say?
You just can't be around here, that's all I'm saying.
Why is that?
Because this is a restricted area.
This is a restricted area, a secure area?
Yeah.
How did I get here?
I don't know.
If it's so restricted and secure.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright.
I'm good. Deputy Johnson?
No, I'm a correctional officer.
Correctional Officer
Yes.
Johnson. Okay, yeah. Do you have a badge number or anything like that?
Why do you need my badge number?
Just, I like to know who I'm communicating with, that's all.
605.
Okay, thank you. That's it. My name's Sean.
Well, they said that you were out here walking around.
Yeah, I'm just taking a look at the vehicle, yeah. Just taking a look at them.
You just can't be back here looking at the vehicles, though.
Oh, why is that though?
Because it's a restricted area.
But it's not.
It is.
Why do you say it's restricted?
Well, you can't be around our vehicles, is what I'm saying.
So your vehicles are restricted?
So, I mean, do you have a purpose for being here?
Well, yeah, I'm taking a look at the vehicles right now.
Why are you taking a look at the vehicles?
I find them interesting. Thought it was interesting to look at. That's all.
All right, so are you done here, or are you going to continue to wander around?
Wander around. I don't think I'm wandering around. Wandering around means like you don't have a purpose or anything. I definitely have a purpose.
Well, you don't have a purpose for being here, is what I'm saying.
But I don't have a purpose according to you.
But you're looking at our vehicles for what reason?
I just told you. I think they're interesting, and I wanted to look at them.
All right. So you're going to leave, or you're going to continue to stay?
I'm going to continue to stay. Yeah, thanks. So that's Correctional Officer Johnson here. I hate it when they say, you know, you're just going to wander around the facility. Wandering implies that I don't have a purpose. I do have a purpose. I have a constitutionally protected purpose. These are taxpayer vehicles here, and we're just taking a look at them.
Look, again, please show me where in the Constitution it says that filming police cars is protected. Your real purpose, we all know, is to show up, cause a stink, put out clickbait video for some money, maybe get your rights violated and get some kind of a settlement. Look, I know that we all want more transparency and our rights protected, but tell me how our lives would be any different if you're not able to film police cars for the fun of it. If that's the hill you want to die on, you do you, boo.
Hands up against the wall.
Excuse me, sir?
Your hands up against the wall. You're on private property. It's the sheriff's office.
I'm not breaking any laws. Who are you?
I am the officer working here.
You're going to tell me to put my hands up against the wall?
Against the wall.
I am not breaking any laws. You have no authority to detain me. Are you even a deputy sheriff?
So watch, Commander.
Are you a...
More manpower out to where the cars are kept. Right now.
More manpower? For what?
You can't be here filming.
Sir, you seem tired after what you just did, but
Turn your camera
I'm
off.
not a threat. No.
You're not allowed to be here. I'm telling you now, you're going to be arrested. Go up, put your hands on the wall.
I'm telling you I'm not going to put my hands against the wall because I haven't committed a crime.
Not to spoil it, but the damn goat doesn't get arrested. But he should have for justice resistance alone. No one in this country gets to opt out of an arrest just because they disagree with it. I think this was a major fail by these officers. And as we go through this video, you're going to see it's kind of ambiguous if he was in a restricted area or not. He might have a point, he might not. I'm not sure. But that doesn't matter at the end of the day to me. You got to respect the badge.
You can't be here. Being here is a crime.
No, it's
You see
not.
the sign on the way in?
There is no sign.
There's signs saying this is the law enforcement center.
That doesn't matter. Look at these guys running here. This is not...
I'm telling you, put your hands up against the wall.
Look at these guys. All running in.
Hands up.
I'm not
against the
breaking
wall.
any laws. I'm not.
cannot
Don't
be
do
here.
it. Don't violate my rights.
You
There's
cannot
no
be here.
signage here. There's no signage. There is no signage. You guys need to calm down. There is no signage. Look when I walked in right here. Look where I walked in with the stairs. Don't touch me.
Signage by the stairs.
No, there is not. No, there is not. There is no signage.
There is signage.
I'm gonna prove to you that there's no signage.
And check the signage.
You guys got nothing better to do. Look at you guys. What is wrong with you? There is no sign.
How about if you don't vacate the premises, the patrol division will come over and they'll address the issue at hand.
You have no authority to arrest anyone. You guys are correctional
Just listen
officers.
to what I said.
You're in a,
He told me to put my hands on the wall. Like you have law
you're in
enforcement
restricted
capabilities.
Peace officers.
Doesn't matter.
Bitch, shut the up. You may want to do a little bit more research if and you want to become a real constitutional activist, not a pretend one on YouTube. Look, I called the facility, and two things. They are well aware of your visit and were very clear on the second point. Their corrections officers do have arrest powers. So your ass got lucky. Like I said before, those officers have a badge that gives them the right to protect their facility, including apprehending people. What kind of badge do you have that says you don't have to pay attention to what they tell you?
I don't care who you are. You're not allowed to violate the Constitution.
you can't trespass.
You're trespassing.
Where's the sign? Where's the sign? Look, I came from these stairs right here. Look at this. See these stairs? Where's the sign?
Okay, this way, buddy.
Where's the sign? I need to speak to a supervisor. Do not touch me. I need to speak to a supervisor. What authority do you have to tell me to put... Shh, I'm talking to the supervisor. Okay? Excuse me?
Oh, there you go.
Excuse me?
Say, shut up. Be quiet.
You don't tell me what to do. None of you tell me what to do. What is wrong with you?
Because you are trespassing.
Are you a law enforcement officer, sir? Okay, I came from this stairway here. Publicly accessible area. There's a public charging station right over there that the public, there's a sign that says it's public. Learn how to read.
Learn how to read. Is that how you respectfully redress your government?
Let's go look at it. There's a public charging station right here, and this Officer Blum told me, put your hands against the wall. Turn off your recording. I have a right to record in law enforcement and correctional officers.
Which pump are you talking about?
There's an electrical right here. They're saying that this area is restricted.
Are you talking about where the
Right, but there's a sign. There's a sign that says, and there's actually a civilian vehicle there, officer. Okay. Deputy, excuse me. But there's a sign that says this is public. There's no restricted area signs here whatsoever.
Okay. How's your day other than this?
I mean, until 20 correctional officers ran outside to tell me to put my hands against the wall, it was going all right. It's a beautiful day here today. Checking out the cars.
Do you understand their concerns, though?
But they could have asked, okay, deputy, whatever concerns they might have, they could ask about their concerns. They don't have to say, turn off your camera, put your hands against the wall right now. They're correctional officers. I'm not an inmate. Right here. So this sign right here, this looks like a civilian vehicle to me. I don't know whose vehicle this is. But again, it says this charging station is available for public use. So this is a public area. There's no signage, as you saw, that this is a restricted area. It doesn't say restricted area, do not enter, nothing like that.
You're right. It does say for public use.
Right, so if the public can be here, it means it's obviously not restricted.
So
this
I think
is not
what their concern is you see this road right here where the stop sign is?
right. I came from the stairs, just so you know. Okay,
I heard that.
Okay.
I just want to tell you. So that road right there beyond the stop sign,
right,
that's a public highway.
Okay.
Right? So if you came down here and you pulled up to this, I would think that that's more reasonable. You know what I mean? But
instead of walking down the stairs?
Giving the fact walking down the stairs over there, because that's where the corrections division is on that side of the building.
Right.
It caused a little bit more concern. I think it'd be more...
But sir, I also have a right to record correctional officers, law enforcement officers. It's called the New York State Right to Monitor Act. There is a law in New York State that gives me the right to record on public property, law enforcement and correctional officers, peace officers. So that's all I'm doing.
Oh my God, did you just invoke the New York Right to Know Act again? I just got one thing to say to that. Bitch, please! Today's Fronted Around the Bitch Please is brought to you by the Campana Company of Chicago. The Campana Company. Let's see what they're up to. I hear they got a new diet that's all the rage in the salons.
I was overweight and looked terrible, but AIDS helped me lose 46 pounds. The AIDS diet plan helped me lose 28 pounds.
AIDS helps control your appetite so you lose weight, yet AIDS lets you taste, chew, and enjoy.
AIDS helped me to lose 18 pounds, and it doesn't contain anything to make me nervous.
Question: why take diet pills when you can enjoy AIDS? AIDS helps you lose weight without making you jittery.
How about a little more research before we run some of these sponsors out? And are you going back to the New York Right to Know Act? Bitch, please! I already showed you in one video recently that law only applies to NYPD, not corrections officers. I will, again, post a link to the law in the description. Let's recap. The New York Right to Monitor Act has everything to do with monitoring the police, the NYPD specifically, and not while they're guarding prisoners, but while they're in active law enforcement capacity. That's not what's happening at the prison. That don't count here. And let's look at a comment here from one of the sheep that follow Sean to show you how much these guys don't pay attention. So he asked if I'm so sure about the Right to Monitor Act, why I don't put a link. Well, I replied to him, and I noted that I put a link to the Monitor Act in the description. And look at his response. Do your own research, and I don't support freedom haters. What in the tarnation is going on here? What are these sheep drinking? Oh, and bitch, please.
I'm checking on the cars. I thought it was interesting that they have electric vehicles as cars. And again, he just ran up to me and said, put your hands up against the wall. Instead of asking me, hey, what are you doing? You know, can I help you with anything? Just put your hands against the wall. It's ridiculous. And when there's no signage saying this is a restricted area, we just walked from the stairs right down here. There is no signage saying, hey, you got to leave.
You're right in that regard, but like when you
there's got to be notice.
Right. When you come down the roadway that I just showed you there, and you come into you see where our police cars are right there?
Right.
That's where you enter into the Sally Port to the jail. There it says restricted area. So you missed it.
Well, I didn't.
You did walk. If there's no sign, truly what you're saying, up there where you came down the stairs, restricted area, there needs to be a sign there.
Right. Again, there's no notice. I walked down I just walked down, and then for them to just come up and say, put your hands against the wall, it's ridiculous. Do you mind if I get your badge number?
Yeah, actually, it's 7-5.
Okay.
I'll give you what's called a right to know card. I'll
Okay.
have my name on it.
All right, thanks. And your name and badge number, sir?
Deputy Benziger, badge number.
Thank you, Deputy. I appreciate it.
Are you from the area, boss?
No, I'm not from the area. No, I'm just an independent journalist. My first name is Sean, and
You Long Island auditor?
I possibly.
Seen your video.
Possibly. No, my name is Sean, sir. I'm not hiding who I am. As long as people identify themselves to me, it's not like it's a big secret or anything like that. It's not. It's just there is no signage here, and I don't know what else to say. And this is a public charging station, as you see from the sign here from the county. This is a public charging station right here. So that means the public should have a right to be here.
Yes, down that way. That's
All right. I mean, and is it that big of a deal that I walked from another place that has no sign to get here?
They're concerned.
But there's a way to handle it. There's a way to de-escalate and handle the concern. Hey, what's your name?
Here for the initial.
No, I know that, and I'm not blaming you for that, Deputy. I'm just saying that there's a way to handle things instead of telling me to shut the fuck up.
Bitch, shut the f up.
Put your hands up against the wall. I'm not an inmate here. I'm a free man. I haven't lost my constitutional rights. I deserve to be treated with respect by public servants. I treat public servants. If you've seen my videos, I don't go out of my way to disrespect anyone. I call people by their rank. I don't disrespect anybody. Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Yeah, you don't disrespect anybody until they tell you something you don't like.
But I'm also sure you can probably understand where their cause for concern is. Just
For what? Tell me.
It is a jail, and God forbid somebody were to try and aid somebody with escaping.
But anything I can see from here, you can get from Google. Just think logically. Anything I can get from Google Satellite View, Google Street View. So the camera in and of itself is not some sort of weapon. It's not a tool for escape.
No, again, people, I'm not saying that you have malicious intent. I'm just saying that depending on if somebody were to go that route, obviously you can get those images from Google Maps, but they could also do in-person reconnaissance, you know?
And see, that's the whole point. You just offered a false equivalency. They're not worried about your camera per se. So the fact that you can get stuff off Google Maps has nothing to do with the situation. Can you prove that you're not there trying to pass something to an inmate? Or trying to take video and find out where the cameras are, where security is? You can't. You know, you call yourself a journalist, but you ain't broken no stories. You ain't never interviewed anybody worth listening to. You'd like to call yourself a constitutional activist. What changes have you made? What laws have you changed? What kind of legislation have you influenced? How many millions of dollars have you collected getting your rights violated? The only thing we know for sure about you, Sean, is that you're an ex-con. And you somehow fooled people into thinking you are something you're not.
The intent was. And
Would you mind coming for a walk?
A walk where?
You see that white sign right there? I just want to take a look at that.
Sure.
And I want to walk back to where you came in.
Sure. We can do that. That's fine. Yeah. Let's see. Delivery warehouse, restricted area, authorized personnel only.
Intake booking area. So,
right.
So walking down the stairs where you said you did.
Right.
Do you understand their concern?
Well, I guess it would be...
Given you that you saw this. I know that you said you came in from up there.
Right. But again, I'm not saying that everybody could be concerned. It's subjective, right? Anybody could be concerned about whatever. I was just explaining to the other deputy here that if they were concerned about people getting reconnaissance, you can get that from Google Earth, right? You can get that from Google Street View. You can get a whole layout of this facility. It's actually 3D.
Shut up! Shut the freak up!
Okay, I can't listen to this guy anymore today. My ears are bleeding. But I do want to thank my lovely, lovely subscriber, Yvonne Kush Queen, for pointing this video out to me. I sure do appreciate you. You're the cushiest Kush Queen either side of the pond. I tip my hat. Well, I can tell by that sundial it's time to say goodnight. Put little beans in the fire. Little old-fashioned on ice. And as always, cuddle up with a clean shirt and a dirty woman. Anyway, good night. I bid you adieu.